Oh, look, our chiffon also has some awesome outfit as well. We're all ready. But yeah, I went through a bunch of different outfits and I was looking at a bunch of different stuff and I was like, I know that we're going to Alamigo very soon. I don't know if it's right now or yet, but this outfit seemed very appropriate and I think it looks great. And we have the wind at our beck and call with our samurai sword. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Even though I love that the story arc for the samurai, you're not actually supposed to hold it like this. It's like kind of supposedly disgraceful because you're not supposed to wield a samurai sword like that. That Sephiroth stance. Oh, Sephiroth, the one-winged angel with the sword behind.
How will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal?
They're going to chase after them and hunt them down and try to get them back. Tataru.
A message from the Alliance.
Are they going to war?
Pray summon the others at once.
Anymore.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
Please.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
Fullmetal Alchemist. Thank you, Namikaze. You got it. Or was it coded by? It's like the
wall
alchemy
serves to
anime.
demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Of course.
And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lise. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lise's, given her personal connection to the Resistance.
You have at least one member
Who
on
better
the team.
than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
That's what she's wanted for so long.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
No need to ask twice.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
He is the king of diplomacy.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Of course we are. As if you have to ask. Yeah, I like that answer. You don't even have to ask.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
Also, that ring is huge. I didn't realize how large it was on
I
our
too
hand.
shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things.
I was about to be like, we're just getting a whole party. We're getting a little bit of everybody.
I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It's interesting, as I actually would have thought Thancred would be one of the main people that would go, especially having kind of an origin story with Thanalan, and his knowledge of the surrounding area. Plus, he's a bit of a rogue and a little bit of able to sneak in and glean information, but interesting choice to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
It's kind of cool that Kryle's coming along with us. We haven't gotten to hang out with her too much recently. And I know I still need to do the other quests around that witch with the frog and everything. Because there's a bunch of fun stuff there. There's just so many quests to do. But we'll get around to it. Get around to them all. We'll do them all. Lise, how are you feeling after everything? So it's finally happening. Don't tell anyone, but I'm feeling a bit nervous. Only a bit, mind. I'll be fine once we get going. Hopefully. Oh, we look so good.
Ready, my friend?
Yeah, I'm ready. I hope. I have no idea. I'm going off of assumptions because it's like desert.
Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Can we make Tataru our leader? The primal Tataru should definitely be our leader. I'm in support of that.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Gyr Abania?
Yes, we are.
The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamigan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Oh, that's nice.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
That would be a lot more powerful for the people that actually helped rebuild Revenant's Toll, because that would be so cool to change.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
We'll miss you.
It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate. Together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
We will eat an egg together next time we meet. 1,000 moms apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both of our endeavors shall meet with success. Shall we then? I'm gonna have to change out that ring. It looks ridiculous. Wait, not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important. Please, could you come with me? She's getting a new outfit. Me? What now? Alright then, if you insist. I hope she retains her, like, super bright personality. She's always had kind of, la 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 la. Yeah, new outfit. Oh, she's ready to kick butt. Heh, what do you think? As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose. An outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lise. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you to Scion's receptionist and start referring to you as our preeminent seamstress. It's lovely, Tataru, thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. Doesn't have a lot of armor to it, but if you gotta move, I guess it makes sense. I'm glad you like it. And with that, I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels! Then onward to Gir Abania. Our first stop will be Amarixia's Spire in the East Shroud. We've been there before. We got new outfits. Lise got new outfits. We all got new outfits. That's what I'm saying, Justana. I mean, one good lance to the stomach and we would be in a lot of trouble. Karinika! Alright. Off we go. All are present and accounted for. When you're ready, my friend, pray inform the officer that we wish to proceed into Gir Abania. Oh, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the wall? Yes, please. Proceed to Castrum Oriens. You know what this means, everyone, right? We're gonna have to find more wind ether. Go flying around again. We're gonna be stuck on the ground once more. Ooh. I want that symbol. That's a cool symbol. Fast traveling.
I remember crossing the border. Standing in Gir Abania once more. Me and my fellow Scions. The warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other.
That is a terrifying looking wall.
Tyranny and
Look at
the
that thing in the
promise of a
background.
new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
That thing in the background looks like a mountain that had a hole punched through it. It also kind of vaguely reminds me of the vaguely reminds me of the ARR symbol with the circle. And the top's like a little bit longer, but maybe I'm going. We're here! A whole new area. We made it. Oh, nice. Nice. What are these? Catfish? There's a whole bunch of catfish carrying you. Are you? Oh, you're over there. Wait, so can multiple people ride along? It looked like it might be a pillion. I know. Why would I tune to that thing? I don't plan to come back here. We're gonna kick the Empire's butt, get out, and never come back. Rabban! Greetings, Scion. On behalf of the Orzian Alliance, I welcome you to Castrum Oriens. Thank you, General. We were relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to retake the Castrum since then? None, save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols. I've barely had any contact with them. We all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. And they're probably sending everyone to go hunt for the missing, super powerful Omega ship. As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Alamegan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries to make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave you to it. 10,000 experience for standing around talking. That's what I'm talking about. As you probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called Ralger's Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Velodina River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. Alright, let's take a look around. I should check that we are headed... Yes, we are headed the right direction. Nice. Don't forget to talk to people. Was there people that I didn't talk to? Oh, I guess in the party group. Well, let's talk to some side characters then. At a glance, it certainly seems shallow enough. See, brother, nothing to worry about. Then no one will blame you for donning your buoyancy A's just in case. Aw, the sass. You're wondering about the tower to the south. Wow, they built it right in the middle of the bridge. It's part of Castrum Velodina. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolutely miles away. I think that's the point. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. I wonder if we're able to kick the Imperials out of here, if that flag will get changed out for a different one. I like that we're doing this at nighttime because it feels very stealthy. I know this isn't where I'm supposed to go. Just taking a quick peek. Oh, this place is awesome. If you are into Minecraft at all, this is the Badlands. Maybe we can find an abandoned mine shaft in here. Are we there yet? Oh my gosh, Alize, you're such a child. So the reach lies beyond, but I do not see a path. We're here. On the other side of this pass is Ralger's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there is some sort of trick to this? No, you climb, goofball. Indeed, a glamour. You can't just glamour clothes, you can glamour entire rocks? I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or perhaps an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Tataru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way in. And don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. I will do my best. I suppose you could distinguish almost anything with a glamour prism, if you really wanted to. Have you ever used one? Why am I asking? Of course you haven't. What does it look like I'm wearing? All of this is glamour. Secret tunnel.
I remember the old stories.
Secret tunnel.
How the breaker of worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow.
Oh.
Ralger's Reach. A holy place and a fitting home for the Resistance. For the brave and the true. The loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo.
Looking like Zeus with that lightning staff. I think this is where the Warrior of Light was doing battle in the cutscene. On the hand. Mita is here! Pleasure to see you again. And Kryal and your Stola, without whose help I might not be standing here today. At least, not so soon. Mita! It's good to see Nago up and moving again. I wasn't there when she headed home, so I naturally assumed she'd left too soon. Always overdoing it, that one. Ah, you must be really good friends. That's great. Fascinating. A massive, nigh impenetrable glamour encompassing the entire valley. See now how the settlement was able to escape the watchful eyes of the Imperial airships. Okay, so the entire valley's covered. Whoa! With the sun coming out? And the music, that's awesome. You'll forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though. Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And I see you for who you are, Mr. Awesome Jacket. Oh, whoa, they got one of you helping out? Oh, are you a Snake Beast tribe member?
The Vyra have no love of the Imperials. Full glad are we to pledge our blades to the Resistance.
The Vyra have exceedingly strong tails. We have to test it. We have to test it. Good, good. Very sittable. Oh, that's also sittable. Whoa, the bench is sittable. All right. They have passed the sit test. You now have Ethernet access. Tuned yourself to all the shards. Yay! Take a seat, everyone. Take a seat. Lavava, what have we said about putting your shoes on the table? Come on. When we first met back in the Shroud, I took you for just another adventure. By Ralgar, I still can't believe how far you've come. I think he was one of the people that we were helping that injured soldier.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralgar's Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
He is our comrade. I mean, Conrad, sorry.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalimo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
Papalimo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back.
Brutal.
When Monago told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Ralgar it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan Resistance.
So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones.
He doesn't sound very thrilled.
My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
So it'd seem we find ourselves with a surefit of free time. Forgive me. You're free to look around Ralgar's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so, to give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe you will do just that. I bet you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me, but the truth is we don't even account for half. We've got Hellsguard from all the way over there by the Spire in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some Beastmen, well, Beast women, I suppose, like that one over there. She's an Anata. Okay, she's an Anata, so that's what their race is called, Beastmen, Anata. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Anata make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystal into shapes you won't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work, but then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the at the statue. She's definitely like a true tour guide. And on your right, you can see the statue of Ralgar. It was carved back in the... it's certainly large. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The Breaker of Worlds, who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Yida used to tell me stories on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. It's going to take me a minute to get used to the fact that when she's saying Yida, my brain immediately goes, she's talking to herself? At the end of the 5th Astral Era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign. And lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky and led the way to these mountains of Gir Abania. I'm screenshotting that because I feel like that's important. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. Stormblood approaches fast. Hells open. Heavens weep. where no soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. That last part was inscribed on the stone by a monk of the first Ralgar. Ida explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, you'll see through in an end. Ah, sorry, that was all a little bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. Oh, we've been there. You don't need to show us that. That's all good. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you the Aetheryte Plaza next. Kind of working backwards. Vegan! Hi! I saw you in Mordona. I didn't realize you were coming to hang out. Lalawee, you're here as well! Oh my goodness, everyone's here. It's a big old party. It's so pretty. Yes, the flame salute. I guess mine's different. No, you gave, what salute did you give? Eastern bow. That's the one I want to learn, especially as a samurai. We examined the patients and offered what assistance we could as healers. That's really kind of them. However, for many of the injured, time and bed rest are the only effective treatments. Yes, exactly. Cast cure, cast cure. We can help out. There we go. Holy. Oh, wait, no, holy does damage. Wait, stop, what are you doing? No! Potency of 100. No, it's all nearby enemies. Well, they're not our enemies. They're okay. They're fine. All right, there we go. So I guess this is just a good way to make sure that you hit all of the Aetheryte points if you didn't already. Ah, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. We finished discussing your proposal and are ready to receive you all back at the tent. I've sent someone to fetch Y'shtola and Kryl, so if you'd like to follow me.
I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Yeah, I assumed so.
As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Were you gonna start a blood drive? I know that's not what he
and I
meant.
could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Okay, cool. So we could actually see some of the other Scions show up here. That'd be awesome. Yeah, what am I going to be doing?
Something else in mind for you lot. Monago and Mefrid will tell you more.
Oh, okay, cool. So this is, we get to do both of them. Nice. So we're going to finish with Monagos. At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we'd meet again, of all places. Though I recognize you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? No, we've talked about it before. Of course I remember you. Met in Gridania. That poor fellow who is dying. I'm impressed. Given everything that you went on to accomplish, you'd be forgiven for forgetting all about your time in Coromil. No, it is thanks to Holo for doing the most heavy lifting and reminding. Suffice it to say, we didn't forget about you either, nor the lives you saved. As for me, I went to Little Alamigo while Galleon was recovering. Gundebold was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Alamigo, and others went to Ul'dah for work. As you can see, I chose to come back to Garabanya and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana. Alagana? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. Oh, that's right. You're from Alagana, aren't you? Alagana, yeah. Lise, by all means, we'd welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnel to the peaks. All right. Quest accepted. Oh, okay. Climb this. One attempt. It would help if there weren't a bunch of other people all running around jumping in my face. Karenica, you going up? Oh no! I was one leap, or like, I think I was 2 leaps away from getting to the top. The problem is the same thing that's happened to me so many times when it comes to doing these kind of jumping things, is that I overcorrect on the way back. Yeah, I literally had... Oh, Lala, we found the same spot I did. Okay, I feel a little bit better. It wasn't just me. All right. I'll come back and do this later. I'll take a screenshot to prove that I did it. This time will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade, if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment.
I remember the peaks of Girabania. Silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity. Who had been treated like animals. Day after day after day.
Oh, we actually get to see it. Nice. Though I guess if it's a glamour, we could just walk right through the glamour and they wouldn't be able to see it. It would just suck if the moment that we walk through is just so happens that a Garlean guard has a spyglass on the area. We're like, oh no. That wasn't the work of the Garleans, but of Theodoric. His army massacred the monks here decades ago. By the time the Black Wolf arrived with his legion, it was already a ruin. So this is the place that he burned down. It's a cool temple. This is the type of stuff that I want to build in Minecraft. It's not just giant castles, but like castle ruins. Oh wait, we got to keep an eye out for wind currents. Alagan is due east, past that bridge. Follow me, it's not much further. Katara, I appreciate the ride. I think everyone else should definitely join in. I don't mind running this section, just because it gives me a minute to kind of look and appreciate the area.
It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits.
Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Alagana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance, and rightfully so. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact that he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and then decide what to do afterwards.
Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are still some brave men and women here willing to fight.
Greetings and well met, Elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Alagana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, your comrades of Mefrid. I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. The way that the camera just kind of like, dun-dun, zoomed in, I was like, whoa, is he upset at us? What did we do? We were just chatting with him. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We have made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time? Cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? You're gonna run us dry. But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do? But hate's not enough, Mefrid. I can't. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now. Leave us be and never return. That's not the warm reception.
You have no right to speak to us like that.
I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I have every right to tell you to leave my village.
No, you don't, because it's my village too. My home.
What in the hell is you going on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls.
Lys Hext. And I'm here to take back my homeland.
By Ralgar, last I saw you were... I didn't even know if you were still alive. And I never thought you would come.
I almost didn't. And my sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on the fight.
You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Alagana is as much your home as it is mine. But I will say this again, we can give no more.
Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. I was hoping Ragnfrid might help us recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help. We've been gone a while. Not that long. That brings you back to Alagana. Your tea, madame. You're with the Resistance, right? So I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs, and then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it had made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment the Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. By the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me, too, and many others, I imagine. Help them, too, if you like. I'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. It's situations like that that you end up just getting... You just drowned in hopelessness. Well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes have got good deposits. It ain't hard for my brother to pass any other plodding quarrymen, all while sweeping bits and pieces off the side, bundle up and sell to the settlers, what trade with the Resistance. It's a living, and a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in an Imperium uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive, even. Though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the Resistance. So this is the best that we can do. That's the long and the short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everyone's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know is all. That we know why you're here. And that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. Aw, well that's nice of him to at least tell that. Death by 1,000 rocks. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl. Assuming they remember her, that is. I don't know, we'll find out. No, I didn't mean to.
She's upset someone.
And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under by the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of his wall, living the high life, I'll wager? That's not fair.
No, she was definitely having her own massive amounts of troubles on the other side. Oh, and who's this?
Another one of your freedom-loving friends? Deigning to help us poor, unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us up into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels? Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down upon us all. And you, don't you even dare to speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. If you truly have any love for it, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion.
And that's what having given up hope looks like.
He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact that I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Mefrid.
For some reason, I always felt that Alamigo was a city, not an entire country, but I guess I should have figured that out eventually. Can't claim to know the struggles like they do either, Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd never met Jake or the rest of you. We might not be here today in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Everyone has their own skills and abilities. Who's this?
Help! Someone help! We need help!
I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. You there, take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
It was all business as usual. The tributum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Kikurin attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It's just an old temple before they came, and listen, Werkrata's the only family I've got left. If I lose him,
The Ziggurat. The Ratman took him there. He's as good as dead.
We've got to try and get after them. There's even a chance our brother is still alive. We have to try.
They're willing to go face danger when I'm not because I'm a coward. I'm suddenly coming to a realization that I might be a jerk after all. So Werkrata is being held somewhere in the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Kikiran bandits. The rat covers it then?
Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Oh, this is the ziggurat. I was looking at this earlier. This thing is cool looking. The Kirin Meat Eater. Oh, look at him. Got that glowing red eyes. This is so epic. Oh my goodness, I could not imagine running up the stairs at this speed. We found an ether current! Okay, you know what? He'll survive a couple more seconds while we grab this. It's no big deal. No big deal. Look, we're getting this so that way we can fly out of here faster when we're rescuing you, alright? It's important. What? Did that spirit stone just hit me? There we go. Alright. Whoa, what a view. We'll eat your flesh too for this trespass. You can try. And finish him. Finished.
My Rauga, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Your sister sent us. It's going to be all right. My sister? Oh, Rauga be praised, she's safe. And you fought your way in here just for me. To think there's still good, brave folk in the world. We should go before the Kikirin return in force. You still have the tributum? Oh gods, the tributum! The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What right now? In your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. There's no need to chase after him and alert the Imperials that we're here. Unlike him, are barely considered people under Imperial rule. They have to work hard and pay their taxes, and if they don't, there'll be 7 hells to pay. Beatings, imprisonment, enslavement. And as for your women folk, well, we don't want to talk about that. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. You think it's still gonna be bad anyway? And I don't want to interfere, I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can pick up his trail. Any minute now, I expect he'll come thundering around the bend, and... Hear that? Get over here, quick! So is he coming back? Oh no, there he is. So he was just around the other side of the bridge.
Are they Imperials?
They definitely look like they're wearing slightly different outfits.
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
Sounds like she's gonna intervene.
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Oh, are they gonna steal his tribute?
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, okay. That seems like the right people he's trying to give it to.
A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Yeah, don't walk closer. It's a terrible idea.
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Ugh.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
I just do not care.
Think you can kill them all, including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor, assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
Stand down. For now.
But it isn't fair.
Of course it's not fair. Life isn't fair. Is Chocobo gonna jump in?
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
Wow, the vitriol.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
You got some cool tattoos. I totally missed her name. What was her name? Forlana or something? Well, at least she got them off of him, but clearly I don't think she cares that much about him either.
I bet the poor bastard can't.
Spuds, have a great night.
He gets to go home. We should do the same.
I guess we didn't want to be seen by the Imperials. I was gonna say, can we go help him? Oh, she angry looking. The Chocobo's just walking next to him like, hey buddy, you okay? We could have done something instead of just
just letting it happen. Yeah, but all of the somethings you could have done probably would have ended up with a worse situation. I'd heard their commander was keen-eyed. But gods, that was a near thing. Oh, because she looked over in our direction. Tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. They made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Oh, so she's one of them too. I, for one, would rather not wait around and see if the skulls decide to return. We best get back to Alagana and tell Ragnfrid his man got the job done. I'm gonna get used to these names. I'm gonna use these names eventually. Just you wait. Ragnfrid, we helped save your man. But we understand a little bit more how in trouble your whole area is. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Rakrata told me everything, how you fought with the Kikirian and saved his life. For all the good it did, saw what happened when he met with the skulls, how they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. Oh, I reckon you could. Mefred's a warrior, as is your comrade, and you're strong like your father. That much is plain. But I think, Ralgar, you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Rakrata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said, for only the gods know how many others.
That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day?
That's right. You grit your teeth, and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do. But I'm telling you, God's in the heavens as my witness, that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you.
I understand. Thank you for your honesty.
Aww. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox as well. If she's set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow it to the same end.
Lise! Lise, come back! We should go and see if she's alright. I'll talk with him. That right there, though, all of those towers just constantly watching you would not feel very good, that's for sure.
Alamegans terrorizing their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it. Day after day after day. There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you.
Well, you found me. Got something else to say?
Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before I shouldn't have. It wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I loved my village. But when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Rakrata, but you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite that I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me.
Hey! So you're asking to join the resistance?
When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know have been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot. If your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Ralgar's reach.
Hey, you did some work after all.
Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go speak with the others and send word when we're ready.
And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. Alright, we got that Chocobo Keep. We're good there. Is there anything else here that we need? Let's take a quick run. Aether currency. There's value in looking just a little. Lalaki, you showing off that you can fly in here? Wait, you have a pickaxe in your hand? You do! That's awesome. That's true. That's true. We are a miner as well. I got it. We do it. You and me. Dragon has a hammer and pickaxe in the saddle. Oh, I just jumped down here, but you were saying that dragon has a hammer and a pickaxe. That's a very nice looking dragon, though. Look at his cute little face. Oh my gosh. It's like a salamander face. Oh, I didn't mean to pet you. I'm so sorry. I was trying to pet your dragon. Don't mind me. I mean, I guess if you're a dragon too, then it doesn't really matter. Does he have a tiny hat on his head? Does he have a tiny hat on his head? Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, you are the cutest dragon. Oh, he's got a hammer in his hand. I missed that he was holding it. That's so great. Okay, we're not going to, sorry, that's sunset or sunrise. Sunset? Sunset. This is really beautiful. And now I didn't get the teleport because I'm not paying attention. You opened it, I did, I hit no? I watched you do it on stream, wow. I guess I was saying no, I don't want to teleport yet because I wanted to take a screenshot. I was like, no!
I should have clicked wait. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits. And it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join, so thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling and troubling too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'd have to think of them myself if our paths ever crossed on the battlefield, but when, not if. That day will come, Lise. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then, I best begin preparing for these new recruits. Jake, Lise, it's been a pleasure. Do we get a red mage? Sure, why not? We have not even started leveling red mage, but let's take a red mage item. Why not? Just for fun. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. I owe you my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties here couldn't wait, but parting thank yous was at least what you deserved. That's totally fine, all is forgiven. Just glad that you're well. And your orange eyes are very cool. Commander Kemp's entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. It covers everything we've discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort. 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly without attracting undue attention. Very well, I shall join you in this. General Alden commands the forces at Castrum Oriens. It should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great! That's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out of the Reach. Dun 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 dun. To take a brief moment and poke our nose back here. Wow. This is so pretty. Yeah, water. Hey, get your dragon out of the fountain. You're gonna get it all dirty. The stalactites dripping into the fountain. That's what fills it up. Ah, Lalafell playing in the fountain. Not just Lalafell, all y'all are playing in the fountain. You're like children. You're literally like children. How do you get that splash emote? Quiet. Hear that? That was a Ceruleum engine backfiring. Imperials. Gods, you have preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing. It's her big ears. She's kind of sensitive about it. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern the sounds of what could mean life and death, be they of a predator or a patrol. What I'm hearing, we have a 7-man patrol. What? 7-man patrol augmented with a single Magitech armor. Wide search pattern divided into 3 teams.
It's a motorcycle. 2-cylinder, chain drive, 1 squeaky wheel on the front, it sounds like.
She's got amazing ears. That's insane. Any questions? No. Good. Then good luck. Then good. I don't want any questions. I don't want you asking no questions. Just go and do the job. Hello there. I don't think you meant to be coming all this way. Does anyone else need to get it? We'll fight them too. No? Okay. I remember when we were doing the one in Heavensward, and we had like 4 dragons all summoned on top of each other because everyone was getting the quest at the same time. Looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work, killing men and women like that. But I don't doubt that they'd do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in the blink of an eye. I'm not fighting to tell you that after what happened at the wall. Is this a cape? Is this an outfit with a cape? Yes, please. Yes, and thank you. Someone I'm looking for. Equip. Okay, after this stream, I'm going to spend way too long just looking at all the different dye options for this armor. I know that I was gifted the Cape of Happiness, don't get me wrong. But this is armor with a shoulder cape that is actually like a high level as well, so it's so great.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
Aye, and found a little bit of success as well.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
I wonder if she was going to do a flame salute.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
Aw, you're so humble.
As you say, General.
Oh, see? When somebody's like, you know, odd about you, it's not a wrong thing. You don't want to disappoint them, you know, in terms of like shutting down what inspires them. Because if that's what is inspiring her to fight, and you shut it down, that like crushes. She's purring, talking to him. Oh, yeah. I mean, imagine if he gave her head pats.
On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamegan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Oh, she's so cute.
I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
Clearly, we should have done this one first. But it's still true. It's still true. No one's going to speak an encouraging word?
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that.
Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from miles around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
The tower. Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castrum Velodina. Namely, the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and 1 or 2 support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future deployment. And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry. Exactly. And so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols to bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to the east end, where our Resistance allies will take them from behind. Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you? Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once, and we for our part will be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you were intending to sit this one out. Of course we'll fight. Head to this spot on your map. Right here, aye. A patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Jake. See, this is one of the few times that actually makes sense that he can point to a map, because it's right there. It's we have a map available. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons have left Castrum Velodina. The Resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive. Proceed. Oh, we gotta do it solo mode. Here we are. Shh. Oh. Oh, it's this guy again.
Screamed for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces.
His voice is great.
It's like all my name days have come at once.
That's his catchphrase, because that's the second time he said that now. All my name's days have come at once. You!
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head.
Good luck. I've leveled up a little bit. Oh, I love the glowing weapon.
If my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush.
Oh, attack! Yeah, look at her. That's so neat. I don't really want to take that if I don't have to.
Get after them, damn you!
We're just going to focus on the big guy, but we're going to position ourselves so that we can get him with our AoEs as well. Okay, what you doing now?
You'll be weeping blood!
Ow. Self-detonate. That hurt. This guy's just got so much health. I thought I was supposed to be dealing a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got a big bomb. Ow.
Roar, Tizona! As a raging bull!
Oh, that was Ravon. Okay, that's a allies AoE. That was awesome. All right, finally about to get this guy down. Woo, boy, only took a super long time. Let's just focus on this guy for now. Oh, wait. Oh, cool. We didn't destroy it, though it's not, I don't know that that's a very good thing. He who fights and runs. What? Oh, these are all of our friends. Hey! Fralamico, let none escape. Oh, there we go. Good. I was like, there's no way. Self-destruct sequence. No, we're gonna stun that. No, thank you. Self-detonate. We gotta throw everything at this. Oh, 29. He's counting down. Oh, it's gonna be close. We got it. Phew. I was gonna finish with those, so I dash away and dash in for the finish, but I didn't time it right. And yeah, clearly it was all based around how much health the prototype had, so.
Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed harder stools than these parts of scrap.
Got destroyed again.
You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
That's what you said last time. And we're just gonna let him go.
Aye, run and tell your Viceroy. The day belongs to Alamigo!
Yeah! That's awesome. Well done, all of you. I call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Alamigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kemp. It was Marshal Tarupin who made this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, no doubt they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. I've no doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same, as will ours. Everyone's friends. Should return to the castrum then. Jake, Mistress Levelier, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle. I'd heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost forgot myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously though, it was inspirational. Ah, but you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for helping us out there. Of course, but of course. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weaponry, and smashed them. Aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory, the beginning of a campaign by the united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. Jake, Alize, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. You can thank me with fancy new weaponry. That's fine with me. And I think that that's where we're going to put a pause on it for tonight. And we shall continue to grow the resistance. Ralgar's element is lightning. Yes. Now, we've not fought Ralgar. We fought the big bearded storm guy, Ramu, which is different. And he had a lot of lightning to his stuff too. But we have not fought Ralgar yet. I have a feeling eventually we will. And I'm kind of excited to see what that kind of battle is going to be like. But yeah, awesome, awesome stuff. So let's get a picture with Ralgar in the background. I think this will have to be good enough. Nice. We'll take it.